Summer the Scientist and the Salty Situation by Serena, Nithla, and Shruti. Summer, Lucas, and Brad are in chemistry class. Lucas is not paying attention to his acids and bases lecture, though. He is distracted because he thinks Brad stole his girlfriend. He plans to poison Brad by pouring hydrochloric acid, or HCl, into his water bottle. When the bell rings for lunch, Lucas runs over to measure out the HCl and pours it into Brad's water bottle. He says,
I can't wait to see what this does to Brad.
Luckily, Summer sees all of this happening. She rushes over to the water bottle in a panic. She looks all over the room for a sink, but there isn't one to be found. What a terrible chemistry lab. Summer then thinks to herself, how do you neutralize a strong acid? She remembers that she can use a base. She finds sodium hydroxide, or NaOH, but how much does she need to add?
To find this amount, Summer uses her knowledge of chemistry and titrations. She knows that she needs a burette with a titrant of known concentration and a flask with an analyte of unknown concentration. In this case, the NaOH would be the titrant and the HCl would be the analyte. This would form table salt and water, but the equivalence point must be met exactly. This can be modeled using a titration curve. If not enough base is added, then the solution will be too acidic, but if too much is added, then it will be too basic. So we want it right at the equivalence point where the pH is 7. First, Summer needs to find the hydrogen ion concentration of the acid. She uses this diagram from Dr. Lottie's Chem 301C class and finds that the correct equation is the hydrogen ion concentration measured in moles per liter equals 10 to the power of the negative pH. She uses a pH probe to find that the pH is 1 and plugs that into the equation and solves to get that the concentration of hydrogen ions is 0.1 molar. Then she does dimensional analysis to get that 50 milliliters of NaOH need to be added to neutralize the solution. So now we can fill in the volumes on the x-axis and see that at 50 milliliters, the equivalence point will be met where the pH is 7 and table salt is formed.
I need to add 50 milliliters of NaOH. Oh no, I don't have enough.
Summer needed to get more NaOH, but she had to go to the supply closet all the way across the school. By the time Summer got what she needed, lunch period was almost over. I need to hurry. Summer got back to class, and right as she finished neutralizing the acid, the bell rang and lunch period was over. Summer quickly ran back to her desk right as the other students entered the classroom. Lucas walked to the water bottle and handed it to Brad, saying,
I filled up your bottle, Brad.
Brad takes a sip and tastes something funny and says,
Why is it salty?
and just like that, Summer the Scientist saved the day. The end.